First, the top headlines. Manipur MB Sharda Devi urges the centre to fast-track approval of the state proposals focused on ITP rehabilitation. JTC declares emergency shutdown over the killing of 6 Naga civilians, alleges government inaction. United Naga President assures NIA cooperation in pastor killings. Probe seeks a swift action in 6 Naga man murder case. And India Today journalist barred from Assam Assembly, one assaulted by staffer. A very good evening and welcome to ELITETV English News at 6 prime time. This is Somrin Kasar bringing you the latest news, and now the news in details. Manipur Rajya Sabha MP A. Sharda Devi on July 29 urged the centre to expedite the approval of various proposals submitted by the state government with a special focus on the welfare and rehabilitation of internally displaced persons, ITPs. Sharda Devi met Union Minister for Women and Child Development Annapurna Devi at the Parliament House and discussed issues related to Manipur's development amid the prevailing socio-political situation in the state. In a social media post, the Rajya Sabha MP said that she requested the Union Minister to facilitate the early approval of proposals and demands submitted by the Manipur government, stressing the need for timely intervention and enhanced support for communities affected by the ongoing crisis. The discussions focused particularly on the welfare and rehabilitation of internally displaced persons, ITPs, she said. Sharda Devi, who is also the Manipur BJP president, said the union minister assured her that the Ministry of Women and Child Development will extend all possible assistance to the people of the state and give due consideration to the issues raised during the meeting. The Working Committee of the Joint Tribe Council JTC Manipur has announced an immediate emergency shutdown across areas inhabited by the Inpui, Liangmai, Rongmei and the Zami communities, alleging the government inaction over the killing of the 6 Naga civilians in May. In a statement issued on July 29, the JTC alleged that 6 Naga civilians, including 2 pastors, were abducted and killed on May 13, 2026, and claimed that those responsible had not been brought to justice. The organization also condemned an alleged attack on members of the Naga volunteer groups NVG at Bitiang village on the morning of July 29. It alleged that the attack involved a Cobra team and members of ZUFJ. Through these claims, though these claims have not been independently verified. Citing those incidents, the JTC declared an immediate shutdown on national highways, railway projects, and other national infrastructure projects passing through the territories of the 4 Naga communities. However, the organization said essential services, including the medical facilities, schools and colleges, PHED, electricity and telecommunication services will remain exempt from the shutdown. The JTC said the shutdown will continue until the government of India takes action to arrest those responsible for the killings, halt alleged operations against Naga villages, and ensure justice for the victims. The National Investigation Agency NIA has recorded the statement of the United Naga Council UNC President Ng Lorho as part of its investigation into the targeted ambush and killing of 3 pastors in Manipur. Speaking after interacting with the NIA officials, Lorho said the UNC welcomed the investigating team and assured them of its full cooperation in uncovering the truth behind the attack. We welcome the NIA officials and extend our full cooperation in whatever way we can in the investigation into the targeted ambush and the killings of the 3 pastors, he said. Lorho also urged the NIA to expedite the investigation into the killings of the 6 Naga men, alleging that no tangible actions has been taken so far. He expressed dissatisfaction over the pace of the investigation, stating that the Naga community had not seen any meaningful progress from the authorities. Warning of the possible escalation, Lorho said that the Naga people may intensify their protests beyond the ongoing economic blockade if justice continues to be delayed. He added that the responsibility for resolving the situation lies with both the government of Manipur and the government of India. A controversy has erupted over media access to the ongoing Assam Assembly session after reporters from the India Today group's Guwahati bureau were denied entry, despite carrying valid passes issued for the session. Journalists assigned to coordinate media access allegedly stopped reporters from Ajtak Media from entering the assembly premises and asked them to leave. India Today reporter Rijoy Das Kanungo, who protested against what he described as the unauthorized denial of entry, was physically assaulted by Mon Goswami, a member of the Assembly Press Committee. When Kanungo recorded the incident, his phone was seized and the video was deleted. Others present allegedly abused him and threatened him to further violence. The assault was led by Dabentura, the head of the press committee. The incident happened when Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma was speaking at the assembly. A firing incident was reported from the Athiabari range of the Raimona National Park in Assam's Kokrajhar district on Wednesday, July 29, with a man suspected of involvement in illegal deforestation allegedly being shot by forest personnel. The deceased has been identified as Punga Basumatri. According to preliminary information, forest guards allegedly opened fire on Basumatri on suspicion that he was involved in deforestation activities inside the protected forest area. Sources say that Basumatri is believed to have died on the spot after sustaining bullet injuries. However, his body had not been recovered at the time of filing this report. The incident has triggered tensions in the Sarpara area, with local residents expressing concern over the circumstances surrounding the firing. The situation is being closely monitored by the authorities. Officials are yet to issue a detailed statement on the incident, and further information is awaited regarding the recovery of the body and the circumstances that led to the firing. An official investigation is expected to ascertain the sequence of the events. Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi on Wednesday, July 29, criticized the Union government over the absence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah during a discussion on education in the Lok Sabha, alleging that the centre was unwilling to respond to issues raised by the opposition. Speaking to reporters outside the parliament, Gogoi said that the opposition had raised the matter during the question hour, questioning why neither the Prime Minister nor the Home Minister was present in the House during the discussion. There is a discussion on the examination and the Prime Minister or the Home Minister is not in the House. What kind of discussion is this where the Prime Minister is absent and the Home Minister is not present? Gogoi said. He stated that the opposition's primary demand was for the Union Home Minister to respond to the issue being raised. However, he said that minister's absence made such a response impossible. Our primary demand is that the Union Home Minister respond, but since he is not even present, how can he give a response? The Congress leader said. Gogoi further alleged that both the Prime Minister and the Home Minister were avoiding answering questions related to education. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on July 29 spoke to Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma to review the flood situation in the state and assured continued assistance from the center for relief, restoration, and rebuilding efforts. Assam has recorded 75 flood-related deaths so far this year, while more than 3.32 lakh people remain affected by the deluge. Sharing the update on X, Sarma said Shah called him to access the ongoing relief operation following the floods. According to Sarma, the Union Home Minister sought details about the ground situations and assured that the center will continue to extend every assistance required for relief, restoration, and rebuilding in the flood-hit state. He added that Shah also reiterated that all agencies and resources of the central government are at the disposal of the people of Assam during this difficult time. Expressing gratitude, Sarma thanked the Union Home Minister for his continued support and unwavering commitment to the people of Assam. Wednesday's conversation marked the second time Shah has reviewed the flood situation with the Assam Chief Minister within a week. He had earlier spoken to Sarma on July 23 to assess the crisis and discuss the center's support for the state's flood responses. Assam film producer Renika Buyam Sarma has announced a contribution of Rs 1 crore from the proceeds of Kokatyuta Nati Aruhati 2 towards the reconstruction and restoration of 50 schools damaged by the recent floods in Assam. Sharma, who is the wife of Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, made the announcement on X, stating that the production house stood in solidarity with the people of Assam. She said the contribution would support the rebuilding of flood-affected educational institutions as part of the state's recovery efforts. The announcement comes as political leaders continue to seek additional support for the flood-ravaged state. Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi on July 28 urged the center to announce a special relief package for Assam while speaking in the Lok Sabha. Referring to the devastation caused by the floods, Gogoi said that more than 70 people had lost their lives and appealed for additional financial assistance from the central government to help the affected population. Sivasagar MLA Akhil Gogoi on Wednesday, July 29, demanded enhanced financial assistance for the flood-affected families in Assam, alleging that the relief announced by the state government was inadequate considering the scale of destruction caused by the recent floods. Addressing a press conference in Sivasagar, Gogoi thanked Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma for increasing the financial assistance under the Arunodaya scheme, but urged the government to extend the scheme's benefits to all the women belonging to flood-affected families. Displaying photographs of affected households, the MLA said the flood had severely impacted not only economically weaker sections but also the middle-class families, many of whom had suffered extensive damage to their homes and livelihoods. Gogoi urged the Chief Minister to send photographs of the devastation to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to convey the gravity of the flood situation in Assam. He also called for a one-time compensation of rupees 10 lakh for every flood-affected family, urging that the losses incurred by the residents so far exceeds the relief announced so far. Stay with us, we'll be right back after a very short break. Don't forget you're watching Elite TV.
Manipur ke hanba neuro patients ke amatangai specialized hospital neuro emergency trauma net multi speciality hospital singjai mathak tongtham likai da handuk chare hospital asna maruina BP stroke brain tumor lambi ki khudong thiba spinal disc prolapse spinal tumor amadi migraine chingba layengli hospital asida neuro ki layeng bar changba afaba makhal ki khusu khulai amadi machine marang kai de lei masina kokka mai lena ba tongan ba makhal ki anaba sing ningthina layengli Lamdam masida neurosurgeon yamna tangaliba maramna chingmadi arapa mafumdagi lakpa anabasing neurosurgeon unanaba honabada awaba kya mayoknari masida sunatna matam tintana anaba languna maram oraga kudong thiba kya su mayoknari masi punamakdagi kharado orabusu kananaba Dr. Parkinson Singh MCS Neurosurgery AIMS New Delhi na masamaki hospital asida pung kunmari leiduna anabasing layengli hospital asida ataba mamalda layeng batanatna OPD general amadi ICU beds operation medicine x-ray amadi lab ka maili nabas nasu ataba mamalda hangalli ngasi magdenshin bir amadi kudong saba singa silobi ho hena ku bamrol gidamak hospital asigi telephone number 7005534166 natraga 8974572154 da pau phobirak bujagani
New Life Advanced Diabetes Healing and Wellness Healthcare Center na natural oiba pambai sing amadi matamga chunara bu khutsu khulai kya sajinaduna tongan balaina layong kaya mai pakna laying jari mafam asida laying jari ba laina layong sing adudi diabetes, liver disease, arthritis, lutong chikpa naba, constipation, sinus, blood pressure, piles, gallbladder amasung kidney danung leiba kidney ga mari lainaba layong sing amadi asthma na singbani diabetes ki oina diabetes na ohelakpa khongkho chikpa naba khongya saba tumba yadaba hakchang sokthabana chingba layong khodimak laying duna chada mari futara manga gi chang da reverse toba ngamle constipation gi oina numitara manga ni da mapung phana phanba ngamle amadi blood pressure tha amadagi tha hum phawgi manungda normal ohanba ngamle ngasi maglangsin bio New Life Advanced Diabetes Healing and Wellness Healthcare Center Thangmaiban DM University gi makha thangba kabole kai nongchup aikoi contact number 9856148205
Forward ball, there's a chance! Can he score from there? He scores the first goal! Durand, pass me a bill! Durand, pass me a bill! Durand, pass me a bill! Durand, pass me a bill!
Football is more than a game. It's a celebration of passion, pride and unity. Welcome to the 135 Durand Cup. Wishing every team success and every fan an unforgettable tournament.
Everyone, proud to host the 135 Durand Cup at the iconic Kumalapak Stadium at Imphal, Manipur. This passion, energy and spirit of Manipur football will once again take center stage as Asia's oldest football tournament. Everyone come here to enjoy the beautiful game.
Let us celebrate this grand festival football together, sign pride, play fair and make the nation proud.
Kurumjari Imphal football fever is back. Join us for the 135 Indian World Durand Cup and let's celebrate the spirit of the game together. See you at the stadium.
Every life carries a hope for healing, a hope for recovery. At Babina Hospital, that hope is met with compassion, expertise and care, supported by dedicated teams, advanced technology and essential life-saving services. We are committed to delivering quality health care when it matters most. Because healthcare begins with listening, understanding, and putting patients first. thoughtfully designed spaces, patient-focused services, extending care beyond our hospital walls through dedicated ambulance support, we remain ready to serve our community every day. A 200-bed multi-specialty hospital built on trust, compassion, and clinical excellence. Babina Hospital, where hope meets compassion.
Manipur के अहानबा न्यूरो पेशेंट्स के अमतंगाइरबा स्पेशलाइज्ड हॉस्पिटल न्यूरो इमरजेंसी ट्रॉमा नेट मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल सिंगजाई मथक टोंगथाम लिकाइदा हांदुकचरे हॉस्पिटल असना मरुइना बीपी स्ट्रोक ब्रेन ट्यूमर लम्बी की खुदोंथिबा स्पाइनल डिस्क प्रोलैप्स स्पाइनल ट्यूमर अमदी माइग्रेन चिंगबा लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असदा न्यूरो की लायंगबा चंगबा अफबा मखल की खुसु खुलाई अमदी मशीन मरंग काइदे ले मशीना कोक मई लेनबा तोंगान तोंबा मखल की अनाबसिंग निंथिना लायंगली लमदम मसिदा न्यूरोसर्जन यामना तांगलिबा मरमना चिंगमदी अराप मफमदगी लाकपा अनाबसि न्यूरोसर्जन उननबा होनबदा अवाबा कया मायोंगदरी मसिदा सुनतना मतम थिंथना अनाबा लायंगना मरम ओरगा खुदोंथिबा कया सु मायोंगदरी मसि पुनमक्तगी खरदो ओरेबसु कन्ननबा डॉक्टर पार्किंसन सिंह MCS न्यूरोसर्जरी एम्स न्यू दिल्ली ना मसामकी हॉस्पिटल असिदा पुंग कुनमरी लेदुना अनाबा सिंह लायंगली हॉस्पिटल असिदा अताबा ममलदा लायंग मतनतना OPD जनरल अमदी ICU बेड्स ऑपरेशन मेडिसिन एक्स-रे अमदी लैब का मैली नबसनसु अताबा ममलदा फंगल्ली ngasi mudenshin bir amadi kudong saba singa silobiyo hena kubang road gidamak hospital asigi telephone number 7005534166 natraga 8974572154 da paw phobirak bujagani.
Welcome back from the break. Thank you for tuning in once again. Our next top stories begins with the Kuki Women Organization for Human Rights (KWOHR) has approached the Supreme Court by filing a written petition under Article 32 of the Constitution, seeking immediate judicial intervention for the removal of an alleged economic blockade imposed on Kuki inhabited areas in Manipur's Kangpokpi district. According to the organization, the petition challenges what it described as a sustained and unlawful blockade that has remained in force since May 17, 2026, allegedly disrupting the supply of the essential commodities to Kuki's villages and subjecting residents to what it termed as collective punishment. KWOHR stated that it moved the apex court after alleging that the state authorities had failed to take effective measures to end the blockade despite its prolonged continuation. The organization contended that the continued disruption in the movement of the essential goods has caused a severe hardship to the civilians and adversely affected the daily lives of thousands of residents in the affected areas. The petition seeks immediate removal of the blockade and requires the Supreme Court to direct the competent authorities to ensure uninterrupted access to foods, medicines, fuel, and other essential commodities while safeguarding the constitutional rights of the affected population. The rights body alleged that the blockade had been enforced by the United Naga Council (UNC), resulting in severe disruptions to the supply chain for the Kuki villages in Kangpokpi district. KWOHR further stated that the written petition has already been filed before the Supreme Court and is expected to be listed for hearing shortly. The organization said it is awaiting appropriate directions from the apex court on the matter. The petition marks a significant legal escalation in the ongoing dispute over the alleged economic blockade, placing the matter before the country's highest constitutional court for adjudication. The National People's Party (NPP) has rejected media reports alleging that it remained silent on the proposed Foreign Contribution Regulation Amendment Bill 2026, asserting that it has consistently raised Meghalaya's concerns with the centre. In a press release issued on July 29, the party described the reports as misleading and claimed that they originated from political rivals seeking to create confusion for political gain. The NPP said it has actively engaged with the union government to safeguarding the interests of religious and minority institutions. It highlighted that Meghalaya Chief Minister and NPP National President Conrad K. Sangma led a multi-denominational delegation to meet Union Home Minister Amit Shah in July 2026 to convey the state's concerns regarding Section 16A5 and other restrictive provisions of the proposed legislation. According to the party, the delegation included representatives from the Presbyterian Church of India, the Northeast India Christian Council (NEICC), and Catholic Archdiocese of Shillong and the Garo Baptist Convention. The delegation urged the centre to ensure the proposed amendments do not disrupt education, healthcare, and social welfare services. The NPP said Amit Shah assured the delegation that extensive stakeholder consultations would be held before any decision. The party also recalled an earlier meeting in April 2026 when Conrad Sangma, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tiansong, and representatives of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of India (CBCI) met Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju. During the meeting, they emphasized the importance of charitable organizations and operating in the remote and tribal areas and sought legislative safeguards against the operational disruptions. Tripura Chief Minister Manik Saha on July 29 sent a consignment of the state's indigenous Q variety of pineapples to Bangladesh Prime Minister Tariq Rahman as a goodwill gesture, officials said. A total of 100 packets containing more than 600 freshly harvested pineapples were dispatched to Dhaka through the Akwara integrated checkpost near Agardala. The gesture comes in response to the Bangladesh Prime Minister's recent gift of Haribanga mangoes to Tripura Chief Minister. In response to the Bangladesh Prime Minister's gift of delicious mangoes to our Chief Minister, we have sent 100 packets of Q variety pineapples containing over 600 fruits to the Prime Minister and the people of Bangladesh through the Akwara Integrated Checkpost. Agriculture and Farmer Welfare Department Secretary Apurga Kumar Roy said. Roy said the initiative was aimed at introducing Tripura's pineapples to consumers in Bangladesh and increasing the popularity of the state's produce in the neighboring country. Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Department Director Bibi Jamashia said the consignment comprised freshly harvested Q pineapples. He said the harvesting season for Tripura's Queen's variety, considered the state's premium pineapple, had already ended. As a result, the Q variety, regarded as the second best variety grown in the state, was sent to Bangladesh. The Mizoram Pradesh Congress Committee (MPCC) has demanded that the state government convene a special session of the Assembly to adopt an official resolution opposing the proposed Foreign Contribution Regulation Amendment Bill. The opposition party also urged the Chief Minister Lalduhoma to take the lead in opposing the proposed legislation instead of leaving the responsibility solely to church bodies. The contentious FCRA amendment bill was introduced in the Lok Sabha during the budget session and has been listed for consideration and passage during the ongoing monsoon session of Parliament. Concerns have been raised in Christian majority Mizoram that the proposed legislation in its present form could adversely affect the minority institutions, particularly the Christian organizations and the non-governmental organizations, NGOs. Addressing a press conference in Aizawl, MPCC General Secretary Lalibyak Zama welcomed the Chief Minister's recent meeting with the church leaders, during which both sides decided to submit a memorandum to the Centre regarding the proposed legislation. However, he said that the state government must provide executive leadership and formally present represent the concerns of the people. It also called on Laudo Homa to personally lead a delegation comprising church leaders, political parties, and civil society organizations to New Delhi to convey Mizoram's opposition to the centre. The Congress further urged the state MPs to actively participate in the parliamentary debates on the bill and vote against its passage. Mizoram has one representative each in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Both MPs belong to the ruling Mizoram People's Movement ZPM, which is not aligned with either the Congress-led India Bloc or the BJP-led NDA. Congress MLA Roy Prakash Das on Wednesday, July 29, said the flood situation in Assam is likely to deteriorate further, expressing concerns over the increasing loss of lives and urging both the state and the central government to strengthen relief efforts. Addressing the media, Das said that the flood-related death toll had reached 75 and continued to rise, describing the situation as a major humanitarian disaster. He said that loss of lives was deeply distressing and called on the Assam government to provide an ex gratia of rupees 10 lakh to the families of each deceased victims. The Congress legislature also announced that all Congress MLAs in the state will contribute their previous month's salaries to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund as a gesture of support for the flood relief and rehabilitation efforts. Calling for greater involvement from the centre, Das urged Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah to visit the flood-affected areas of Assam to assess the ground situation and witness the challenges being faced by affected residents. He said that the state requires sustained support to address the humanitarian crisis and assure adequate assistance reach those impacted by the floods. Two brothers were killed and their mothers sustained injuries after a landslide struck a rented house in Upper Banley Ward near the Sangtam Baptist Church pastor's residence in Nagaland's Mokokchung district on July 29. The deceased have been identified as Muwalong Sangtam, 19, and Sitiba Sangtam, 16, son of Mirenba Sangtam of Alisobur village. The victims were students of Queen Mary Higher Secondary School, Mokokchung, with Muwalong studying in class 12 and Sitiba in class 11. According to the Eastern Nagaland People's Union Mokokchung Anthem, the brothers died after the landslide caused the rented house to collapse. Their mother, who was also inside the house at the time of the incident, sustained injuries and is currently undergoing treatment at a hospital. Following a prayer service held at the Sangtam Baptist Church compound, the bodies of the two brothers will be taken to their native village, Alisopur, where their last rites will be performed. Expressing grief over the tragedy, Anthem extended its condolences to the bereaved family, prayed for the eternal peace of the deceased, and wished the injured mother a speedy recovery. A 55-year-old man who was detained in connection with a drug-related case was found dead inside a police station in Sikkim's Gangtok district on July 29, a senior police officer said. The deceased have been identified as Purne Darji. Police said that he allegedly died by suicide while in custody at the Singtam police station. Darji hanged himself at Singtam police station within hours of being detained in a drug-related case, the officer said. The body has been sent for post-mortem examination, while an investigation has been launched to ascertain the circumstances surrounding the death. For ELITETV News channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 94028909882 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, a very quick recap of the headlines once again. Manipur MP Sharda Devi urged the centre to fast-track approval of the state proposals focused on IDP rehabilitation. JTC declares emergency shutdown over killing of the 6 Naga civilians, alleges government inaction. United Naga Council President assures NIA cooperation in pastor killings. Probe seeks swift action in 6 Naga man murder case. India Today journalist barred from Assam Assembly, one assaulted by staffer. That's all for English News. For more updates like this, please keep watching ELITETV. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri News at 8:30. Until then, stay safe and stay informed. Good night.